everybody. Welcome back. I'm glad to be here with you today. I wanted to talk today a little bit about finding a therapist. Finding a therapist for DID is difficult, to say the least. Finding one that'll treat you and not give you all these exotic diagnoses instead, and try to treat you for things like schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, or major depressive disorder. The list can go on and on. I know I've run into that myself, and it's tough. The best way I've found to find a trauma therapist or try a therapist who'll treat DID is to look for a trauma therapist, someone who's trauma informed. They may or may not work with you on DID, but it's better than trying to find a specialist who does only DID. Unless you live in a large city, even then you may not find one. You're not going to find a therapist that treats exclusively DID. There are lots of books out there written by therapists who deal with DID, but they don't give you information as to how to find a therapist. There are many find a therapist sites online. Psychology Today has a good one, and they do have a spot to click on the left for dissociative disorders, and you can find somebody that way. The chances of you finding one in your area, if you're in a rural area, is slim to none. You may want to find one that does virtual instead. I'm afraid it's just very, very hard to find a therapist when you are dealing with DID. I was very lucky. I found my therapist the first try, but on average it takes 11 years to find one that works for you. Remember, if you do find a therapist, you have the right to leave them. You have the right to expect them to be professional, to treat you well. That's really all I have to say about therapists, finding a therapist. I'm sorry it takes so long and that it's so hard. I know it's very difficult. And then they retire, right? They move. And that's another story. That's a whole other subject. But the pain of a therapist leaving. Anyway, you have a good week. It's Memorial Weekend here in the United States. And I hope you enjoy the weather and that you enjoy being able to take off your mask. If you're vaccinated, if you're not vaccinated, please go get one. It's worth a sense of safety to have one. And I guarantee there's no microchips in the vaccine. That's just a rumor that got spread on social media that has no merit. If you would like to find out more about DID, please visit my website, learnaboutdid.com. I will put the link in the description below. And anyway, you have a good weekend, and I will talk with you later. Bye-bye.